Welcome to today's Psych with Sigmund, where we explore the fascinating world of psychology and uncover the intricacies of the human mind. I'm your host, Sigmund, and today we're going to delve into a concept that's essential for critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making: need for cognition. So, what is need for cognition? In simple terms, it refers to an individual's tendency to engage in effortful cognitive activities, such as reasoning, analyzing, and evaluating information. People with a high need for cognition tend to enjoy complex mental tasks, seek out challenging problems to solve, and are more likely to question assumptions and authority. On the other hand, those with a low need for cognition might prefer simpler, more straightforward tasks, and may be more susceptible to persuasive messages or biased information. The concept of need for cognition emerged in the 1980s thanks to the work of psychologists like John Cacioppo and Richard Petty. They developed the need for cognition scale, which is still widely used today to measure individual differences in this trait. According to their theory, need for cognition is a stable personality characteristic that influences how people process information, make decisions, and interact with their environment. From a theoretical perspective, need for cognition is closely related to other psychological concepts, such as cognitive motivation, self-regulation, and intellectual curiosity. For instance, research has shown that individuals with a high need for cognition tend to be more intrinsically motivated, meaning they're driven by a genuine interest in learning and understanding, rather than external rewards or pressures. This intrinsic motivation can lead to a deeper engagement with complex tasks and a greater sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. One classic study found that people with a high need for cognition were more resistant to persuasive messages, especially when they were given the opportunity to critically evaluate the information. This suggests that cultivating a high need for cognition can be an effective way to promote critical thinking and media literacy. Another study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals with a low need for cognition were more likely to engage in impulsive behaviors such as overspending or reckless driving. This highlights the potential consequences of having a low need for cognition and underscores the importance of developing this trait through education and practice. In real-world applications, understanding need for cognition can have a significant impact on various aspects of our lives. For instance, educators can use this concept to develop more effective instructional strategies, tailored to their students' individual needs and cognitive style. In the workplace, recognizing employees' need for cognition can inform training programs, performance evaluations, and even hiring decisions. Therapeutically, addressing need for cognition can be beneficial in treating conditions like anxiety, depression, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. By cultivating a growth mindset and encouraging individuals to engage in cognitive activities, therapists can help clients develop more adaptive coping strategies and improve their overall mental well-being. For example, cognitive behavioral therapy is a type of psychotherapy that focuses on identifying and challenging negative thought patterns, which can be particularly helpful for individuals with a low need for cognition. In addition to its implications for individual development and well-being, need for cognition also has important societal implications. In an era where misinformation and fake news are rampant, it's more crucial than ever to cultivate a population with a high need for cognition, who can critically evaluate information, identify biases, and make informed decisions. By promoting critical thinking and media literacy, we can empower individuals to navigate the complexities of the modern world and contribute to a more informed and engaged citizenry. As we wrap up today's episode, I'd like to leave you with a thought-provoking insight. Our need for cognition is not fixed, but rather it can be developed and strengthened over time. So, the next time you're faced with a complex problem or a persuasive message, take a moment to reflect on your own need for cognition. Are you engaging in systematic processing, carefully evaluating the information, or relying on mental shortcuts. By becoming more aware of our cognitive tendencies, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. That's all for today's Psych with Sigmund. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, may your ego find balance between pleasure and reality.